What's up everyone, it's Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. So today I'm excited to be sponsored by Cirque Colors to check out their new Atelier Collection, which is 6 new shades inspired by fashion and luxury finishes, and boy are we getting that. We have a lot of cool stuff going on in here, a lot of different colors, so I cannot wait to check these out with you guys. These are all available now on the Cirque Colors website, so I will link that down below. You can grab the whole collection for a slight discount at $74.70 USD, or you can grab the individual shades, which range between $12.50 and $14.50 USD. And if you haven't already, don't forget to use my affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which is code COLOR10, and you can get an additional 10% off your order and help support the channel. Before we look at these shades, I want to remind you to subscribe if you love Cirque Colors, if you love nail polish, if you love swatches. I know I've been a little MIA, but I promise there are so many exciting things coming and they've been worth the wait. So hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, but now I think it's time we check out these Atelier polishes. Up first we have red bottoms, and on the fashion topic, I think you can guess where the name for this one comes from, but this is a red jelly base, and then in there we are getting a bunch of these small scattered holographic glitters. So because the base in this one is a bit jelly, as we build it up you'll get a little bit richer of a color, as well as layering up all of those glitters and then covering some of them up with the red so they get this sort of red hue, and just built up in 3 coats. This one looks so good. I love a polish like this. I love a good glitter polish, especially a holographic one. So definitely a fan of this shade, especially around this time of year. A good red is always a great thing to add to your collection, and this one feels really bright. It feels pretty versatile. I feel like it's going to look good on a lot of different skin tones, a lot of different people, nail lengths. So I think that if you're a red lover, if you love glitter polishes like this is definitely a fun one to add to your collection. Up next we have Cosplay Lame, and this one is described as a warm-toned gold with a brushed metallic finish, and I really liked this finish with the newer wide brush that we're getting from Cirque, just because applying it you don't really get too much of a brush stroke effect, because you can use that rounded brush to really just swipe down the nail, that final swipe you just saw, and it creates this super smooth, shiny, nice finish. I really loved the application of this one. I feel like as for the color, it doesn't fully look great on me. It just kind of clashes with my skin tone. I feel like I have these reds in my skin that just make certain shades not look great, and it almost made this one look sort of green, but I feel like on the, like maybe in the right nail art or in the right application, this one is so beautiful and definitely a good one to add if you're a gold lover. Up next we have Serpentine, and this one without a doubt was my favorite shade of the collection. This polish is packed with so many of these iridescent flakies that you can see here. We're getting some orange, we're getting some gold, and as you move your nails around, those are going to shift through to green, to blue. There is a super cool range of color in here, and then those are all packed into a green jelly base that for the live swatch I built up in 2 coats, but the full hands do have 3, just so you could see that little bit of difference, because with that jelly base you can get a bit of a different effect with a 3rd coat. It's going to deepen it a little bit, it's going to add so many more of those flakies, and they just glowed so nicely in the light. They looked so good, they lit up, they almost look like fire, they look just so warm and inviting, and paired with the green, I think that this is a great sort of wintertime polish, but also just in general, this is such a gorgeous green shade. I'm in love with this one. I'm so happy that I have this in my collection. Next we have Blue Velvet, which as you can see in the bottle and as hinted in the name, this one is a magnetic polish, so we're going to build it up for opacity in the first 2 coats, and then on the 3rd slightly thicker coat we're going to come in with our magnetic wand, and true to the name of this one, I wanted to do the sort of velvet effect on these nails. So you'll see we're going to put the wand on one side of the nail, leave that for about 5-6 seconds, then pull it away, move it to the the other side, and I like to go back and forth like 3 times on each side and then leave it on that final side. This is also sped up. I'm going much slower in real life, but you don't need to see that slowed down. So we did that for about 30-40 seconds total, and then you're going to do that with your top coat too, and then you're going to get this beautiful velvet effect. When you move those nails around, you just get this sort of like deep dark hole and then this bright silver flash. It's such a cool effect. I absolutely love this velvet effect for magnetic polishes, and I feel like something like this where it is a bit simpler, it's like just magnetic pigment in a colored base, this is going to be one that shows that specific effect so well. It's like little crystal balls on your nails. That's what this always makes me think of, so I really like this polish. Next up is Mother of Pearl. This one is a pearly ivory polish with a magnetic pigment in here as well. It's a sort of silvery pigment, so as you build this one up, we're going to do the same one as the last shade where we're going to build it in 2 coats for opacity, and then I did choose to do the velvet effect with this polish, but in hindsight, I think it would look better with the sort of cat eye effect where you use the rectangular side of the wand either over or under the nail at an angle, and then you get a sort of line across the nail, and I think that with this sort of lighter shade, that would just show the magnetic pigment a little bit more. You can see as we start to wiggle it around, especially in this shot, you do get that really bright silver and then that sort of darker ivory like tan color, which I did really like, but if you're going for a super strong magnetic look with these, I definitely recommend a different method, but overall, definitely a pretty shade if you like sort of lighter colors, whites, sort of nudes, that whole sort of vibe. This is going to be right up your alley, especially because I feel like not a lot of magnetics are this sort of light and like a white sort of color, so this is a great one to add if you are in the market for that. Rounding out the collection, we have Twinkled Tweed, which is a topper made up of all different colors of bar glitters. So these are almost like little strips of tinsel or confetti. They're like little lines, and we have some, I think, gold, silver, blue, sort of pinkish ones, I think, in there, but they're holographic too. So you just get all this color, all this rainbow. We put it over Cosplay Lame for the swatch, and I feel like they paired really nicely together. It just adds this fun little touch. It's kind of different. It's not a sort of pigment I've really ever seen or have in my collection at this time, so I was pretty excited to see this one, and if this is your style, definitely a great one to be able to add to your collection, but it's kind of crazy, kind of fun, a little bit out there, so yeah, let me know what you think of this this topper. Checking out all of these shades together, you can see the range of color, range of finishes that we got, and it's definitely an interesting vibe from this set, so I want to hear what you guys think of them. Are there certain ones you're going to pick up? Do you think you'll grab this whole collection? Head to the description for links to all the products in this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on those notifications, but I think that's going to be it for this one today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.